I had a listing that I'd had for quite a while, and I wasn't getting it sold. It wasn't getting looked at. I had taken the pictures and put the pictures on the MLS, but I just felt like they probably weren't good pictures. And so, and I'd taken all my pictures for all my listings anyway, and paid for this program that I just had to stitch them together, and I never took the time, and I didn't have good pictures to stitch together. Just wasn't my thing. And so I called Craig and had him go do a tour on that house that I couldn't get to sell. And a guy from Arkansas, I think he's from Arkansas, saw the tour just a couple days after we put it on the MLS. He saw the tour and called me up and said, I need to buy that house. And so he bought the house because of the tour. That sold me. I'm sure it's not going to happen on every house, but that sold me on making sure that I have good pictures. And I don't take good pictures. That was obvious, but Craig does. So.
When a coworker of mine told me that you put our tours on YouTube, I had to look and see that mine were all up there without me knowing. So I really like that they're there. They look wonderful, and I like that they auto-renew, that they're loaded up there without me having to do anything.
Good question. One of the things that I found in having the seller's report go out to sellers is, one, they understand what market me all the time, wondering what's going on, because they're seeing that people are seeing the tour online. They're seeing that there is traffic, so it helps them understand that there is stuff going on, when a lot of times sellers think there isn't anything going on because they haven't had any showings. And in fact, because of that, sometimes it even ends up being a little bit of a role reversal, where a seller will call me and say, hey, we've been watching our seller reports and we've seen that we've had several hundred, maybe even thousands of people see the tour online, and we know it hasn't converted to very many showings because we know people haven't been through our home as much as we would like, so we must be too high on our price because people are seeing the home and they're understanding that it's out there, so it's being exposed. So it's kind of nice as an agent to have that happen, where a seller actually calls you and says, hey, maybe it's time to reduce the price, and that's actually been a result of the tour. That has actually helped a ton. In my opinion, I think getting it out there has made it so that there's a lot more traffic on the site and on people viewing the tour. So once again, when the seller's report goes out, they can see that there has been a lot of activity and that the tour has been viewed and their home is being exposed to potential buyers.
Well, we've used TourFactory for, seems like forever. It's great. The pictures are always good. The sellers love them. We get the email reports that we email them every Monday. They love that, so they can see how many hits have been on all their pictures and stuff, and really good comments. They love it. They'll track the numbers of how many hits they've gotten. We use that. It helps us with price reductions because we can see how many hits they got the first week, the second week, and usually it's we'll have sometimes in the thousands of hits, and then it'll go down to 800, 400, and so sometimes I can get a price reduction and then have them relist it back on the MLS, and those hits will come back up after we relist it. But it helps me with price reductions and stuff, and the sellers really like it.
In my listing presentation, I'll show them the homes that I currently have on the market, and then I also have the tab that shows the homes that I've sold in the past, and so I'll show them the homes that I've sold in the past, and that's nice because on the MLS, once the homes are sold, they drop off of there, and so you can't show those anymore. But on the virtual tour, I can show them the homes that I've sold in the past, and that makes them feel good about choosing me because I've
And there are some features that are unique on there that I've not seen on any other tour programs that have been offered to me. Some of the things I really like that make me shine are the seller reports. I love how I can send those to my clients automatically every week or whenever I need to. And it gives them the information they need on what's happening. Is their house really being seen? Where is it being seen from? What websites have I sent it to? That has been fantastic, and it also shows them the results immediately of changing the price and how we had more showings and more interest right after, and it reinforces what I've told them to do. So that has been fantastic. That's very important to me because I don't have time to go through on every listing and have it at 28 different websites. I want it automatically to go out. I want it automatically to look good. And you all have been able to do that very well for me. Those are two things that I appreciate about TourFactory. It is worth every penny I spend on it. And I'm pretty picky about where I spend my pennies.